Get it together, baby. You know, you may have seen the White House Correspondent Dinner on many of these outlets like YouTube or the C-SPAN website or even on your local cable and local news channels. Wanda Sykes, the comedian who's a co-star of The Old Adventures of New Christine, she caused a lot of controversy because she really rocked the house. And some of the people in the media are kind of nervous about the results because she woke up two sleeping giants. The two top conservative talk show hosts were taking shots at President Obama, so Wanda Sykes had decided to take shots back at them. And she also took shots at former Vice President Dick Cheney. What Wanda Sykes had said was really very funny, to be say at least. You know, she was being a comedian, but the way it was handled is going to get the conservative talk radio all upset. The progressives across the country are going to praise her for doing it, and many in the gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender community thank her for saying things that many people never would stand up and say. Recently, Wanda Sykes came out as a lesbian, and she went to protests against the Proposition 8 ban, which had California void all the marriages across the state. And she's an outspoken advocate for gay rights. She also was on Old Christine, and her co-star Julia Louis-Dryfuss was there, as well as many other entertainers and many in the news media. But what she had said had struck a nerve against Sean Hannity and Rush Limbaugh. The president had first took jokes at himself and Michelle Obama, Vice President Joe Biden, Tim Geithner, and Ron Emanuel, as well as Fox News, because Fox News has been the most hardest on President Obama. But after President Obama had said his jokes, here comes Wanda Sykes. Now, the conservatives are going to say, well, if Wanda Sykes is going to say that, I hope Rush Limbaugh fails, or I hope his kidneys would fail, or he's the 20th hijacker and he was too strung out on Oxycontin. What is it with the fact that everybody's upset that the CBS golf analyst David Fenty said that if there was an elevator between Nancy Pelosi, Harry Reid, and Osama bin Laden, who would get the gun first and who would kill the first person? The conservatives are upset that Wanda Sykes said something about Rush Limbaugh and Sean Hannity, but the progressives didn't say nothing about the fact that she should be punished like David Fenty. They're both coming off of CBS. David Fenty is a golf analyst on CBS, and he has said something about Pelosi getting killed, and that didn't catch well with some of the people in the progressive media, and they forced him to apologize. So I'm guessing the conservatives want Wanda Sykes to apologize. Now the question here is, I hope. Think about it. Rush Limbaugh has said, I hope President Obama fails. I hope he fails. Wanda Sykes says, I hope his kidneys fail. She didn't wish death on him. The guy from the golf analyst of CBS, he said that he would see rather Pelosi get killed. The difference between hope and kill is a manner of speaking. Wanda Sykes is a comedian. She's going to take shots at everyone. I know a lot of the conservatives are going to hate the fact that she took shots at Rush Limbaugh, Sean Hannity, and Dick Cheney, but let it be. I know they're going to complain, and I know they're going to be on talk radio and on Fox News saying their piece about how Wanda Sykes is sided with President Obama and how President Obama laughed at the jokes. We already hear talk about it from, well, Bill Cunningham, who has a show that's on weekdays and on Sundays. He's already firing off the first shots. And Drudge already posted up on his little Drudge report. So basically, what do you think about the issue? Do you think it was in good taste that Wanda Sykes went after Rush Limbaugh, Sean Hannity, and Dick Cheney? Or do you think it was wrong? Or in the case of David Fenty, do you think it was right for him to say something about Nancy Pelosi being killed? I want you to post your comments at the bottom and think about it. But yes, I do find it was great that Wanda Sykes did go after Rush and Sean, but she should have went more after the president. After all, this is a presidential roast. Many in the conservatives media think that the the whole journalist circle is liberal because that they are afraid to stand up and say tough questions to President Obama or take shots at President Obama. But if you want to be hard on President Obama, you got to have your facts straight. You can't just go around saying, President Obama, do you think you are a socialist? President Obama, do you think that there's going to be a one-world currency? Those type of questions there are not actual questions. Those are questions you get from talk radio or you get it from the internet circles. But, you know, for Wanda Sykes doing it, I give her 2 thumbs up. For David Fenty, I don't know. Maybe he should get his job back if they don't suspend him. Anyway, you know, thank you for watching me on YouTube, and get it together, y'all.